In every story, there is always signs that an event will have before the event actually takes place. You can always look back and see signs of that event, and I guess that's something that is worth considering whenever you are making a story. Does every major event that takes place actually have signs that it's unfolding before the event actually unfolds? Because that's what happens in real life. When you look back at an event, we understand this principle. We understand that nothing happens for no reason. So there's always a cause, or there's always at least signs of activity as events unfold. And this is something that you can consider in stories. Have you considered the signs of the unfolding event before it unfolds? Because if you have, it means that the event itself doesn't just happen out of nowhere, that there are signs. And the problem with this is quite a significant aspect of life, an aspect of stories to consider. The signs of an event unfolding before it actually unfolds. How do you actually depict that? Let's say you were going to put that aspect of a story into a deck of cards, or into a set of prompts for writers, for storytellers, so that when they pull the card or when they look at the prompt, it is suggested to them to think about what the signs were of these significant events before they actually took place. Were there signs of its unfolding? How do you actually represent that as an image? That's a problem. Like, how do you represent the concept of signs of an unfolding event before it unfolded? It's very hard to actually represent as an image. So a lot of these concepts that it would be beneficial for you to understand as a story creator are actually very difficult to represent as a concrete concept. So it has to be done metaphorically. And for this concept, I found it quite useful to represent it as like a plant growing. And this card is almost certainly going to be included in the Storyteller deck. This is the main deck. It's going to include what I consider to be the most important cards. And then there will be expansion packs, which will include, I guess, alternative cards like this, Beneath the Mask. What do you see when you see a dark side of a person? That I plan for that to be a separate deck, because it won't fit in the most important deck, but it's still quite good. And this card, this is just this is not even a prototype. It's just a printout to show you, because I haven't actually printed it out yet properly. This card is almost certainly going to be included in the main Storyteller deck, because it's going to be present in every story. In every story, there's going to be signs. Well, it's likely that there are going to be signs of an event before it unfolded. And the way that it's depicted is this sort of vine-like plant structure. And on the card, the description is, well, it's called signifiers. What are the signifiers of an unfolding event? And the description on the card is, sprouts can be seen pushing through the surface before the plant fully emerges. You kind of understand that. That makes sense. Before the plant fully emerges, you're going to see sprouts emerging through the soil, signs that there's a plant growing there before the plant actually grows up and fully blossoms. So, looking back, what signs hinted at the unfolding event. The description on this will probably be changed because I don't want them to be instructional. I don't want them to instruct you to look back and think about what signs there were. I want it to be more of a statement. When I looked back, there were signs that the event was unfolding all along, something like that. Like I say, this is just a printout. It's not even a prototype. I'm getting them all printed out. I'm getting the first complete deck printed in a few days, and I'm looking forward to doing some sort of tutorial eventually, or some sort of discussion about what the cards are, what will be included in the deck most likely, but time will tell. But anyway, the Storyteller deck is coming along nicely. This is the final box, and there's the back of the box. And if you think that it'll be useful, and if you want to buy one when they're available, then what I've been telling people who are interested is basically keep a keen eye, because when I put them on sale, there's not going to be many available to start with. It's going to be very limited stock. So if you want one, keep an eye out, and when you see that they're available, grab it before they all disappear, because there really aren't going to be that many available. So there you go. See ya.